there, this is Anita with Workflow Grow, bringing you Express Death Stretch. And I have a very special treat for you this time. Instead of just one stretch video, you are going to get 3 stretch videos. I'm calling it the triage of stretching. So no matter what you need, it's here for you. The first video is more focused on the upper body, neck, shoulders, and all the way down to your waist. The second video is more focused on the lower body. And then the third video is more full range of motion, just helping to overall improve your flexibility, re-energize, refresh, refocus you, whatever it is that you need. So choose 1, choose 2, choose all 3, use them as you need to. And I just hope that you enjoy it and feel reinvigorated and ready to get on with your workday and workflow and grow. All right. Thanks so much for checking it out. Enjoy. Okay, we are going to start with, we're going to start at the top of our head and work our way down our body for part 1. All right, start with your head, move your head over to the right, and we'll do a half moon roll. So slowly roll your head over to the left and hold it there for just a moment. And then slowly roll your head over to the right. And then we're going to add on to this here in just a moment. All right, one more time, right and left. And hold it there for a breath. And roll back to the right. All right, now we'll roll over one more time to the left. And this time, while holding your head at an angle, take your right arm out to the right. And just move your arm around until you just feel a nice little stretch here in your neck. And just play around with that. You can even move your hand around right and left a little bit. You want to hold it there for about 20 seconds or so. Move your shoulder around a little bit. And you should feel that open up and stretch out. And then bring your hand down and roll your head over back to the right and take your left arm out to the side. And then I'm just playing around with where I feel it. You don't want it to pinch or twinge. You just want to feel a little extra stretch. And it's going to be different on everybody. So just play around, and you can even twist your hand front and back a little bit. Should feel some good opening in your neck joints there. And then roll your head back to center. Now lift your chin up towards the ceiling, and then bring your chin down to your chest, up to the ceiling, and chin to chest. We'll do that 2 more times. Up to the ceiling, chin to chest, and last time, chin to ceiling, and chin to chest. All right, next move will be just some simple shoulder rolls. This is nothing fancy here. We're just going to roll our shoulders back for 8. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and roll your shoulders forward. So obviously this is opening up your shoulder joints. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, take your arms out to the side. This is going to continue to work your shoulder joints a little bit, but also it's going to get your elbow and wrist into the action just a little bit. And especially it's mostly your shoulder, but a little bit of elbow and a little bit of wrist. So we've done this before. It's wringing out the towel. And so drop your left shoulder to the right and press your left hand behind you, and then switch the other way. And my right shoulder is much tighter than my left, so I feel more discomfort there. I'll do that 2 more times each way. So this is wringing out the towel. So these are all things that you can do right at your desk. It doesn't take long, just to take a quick little break and get some juices flowing through your joints, which will take away some of the discomfort. Okay, so that's You've got your shoulders pretty, got your neck, you got your shoulders. Of course, you can do any of these longer than what we're doing them for. I'm trying to show you as many options as possible. All right, now bring your hands together and interlace your fingers. This is a wrist roll, and this is great to help alleviate potential carpal tunnel syndrome, or just, if you've been typing on a keyboard all day. But this should feel really, really good on your wrists, and it trickles down just a little bit into your elbows. All right, and then just shake that out. And our last stretch of the day for creaky and squeaky is for your wrists and your fingers. So put your hand forward, like stop, and take your other hand, your left hand, and pull your fingers towards your face. Press your wrist towards away from you. So you should feel some opening really all along your lower part of your forearm, and of course, definitely into your wrists and into your fingers. And then point your fingers down so you have the palm of your hand away from you. Take your hand on the back of the palm of your hand. Press your wrist forward, and you will feel some opening all along through here, wrist and fingers a little bit, definitely the wrist, and a little bit of elbow. And you can do that several times. Really good to stop like once an hour and take this little break to stretch out those joints, really help alleviate keyboard pain. All right, other side. So like put your left hand up like you're stopping traffic, and pull your fingers towards you and press your wrist away from you. Feel opening all along the lower part of your forearm. And connect to your breath. I haven't been reminding you of that much today, but even with these kind of joint stretches, try to connect with your breath. Inhale, lengthen, push your wrist forward. Exhale, pull your hand more towards you. And release that, shake it out, just give it a little shimmy, and you're done. So those are some creaky and squeaky for the upper body. Our next session will be creaky and squeaky for the lower body. So I'll see you next time. Thanks. All right, let's get started with a couple of sun salutations just to open up the whole body. So extended mountain, reach your fingertips up over your head, take a big inhale, forward fold, swan dive down, exhale, halfway lift. Draw your thoracic spine in, forward fold, exhale. And come on up to standing extended mountain one more time, forward fold, give up what you must, let it out, halfway lift, reach the crown of your head forward, forward fold, exhale. And come on up to standing, extended mountain. All right, so we are working on the lower part of the body, basically from the waist on down. And I've got my desk chair here just in case to demonstrate how you can use it for support, but you don't have to use it because you can actually engage a little bit of balancing work while we do some of these exercises. So first we're going to start with your SI joint, and pull your knee up towards your chest. So you can use both hands to pull your knee up to your chest, or you can put your hand on your chair for a little extra balance. So a little extra support. I'm going to work on my balance a little bit and hold onto my knee. So pull your knee, keep your foot flexed, and pull your knee in towards your chest. And now open up your knee to the right, and you can either still hold onto your chair or take your arm to the left and take your gaze to the left. You keep pulling your knee to the right and your gaze to the left. So you should feel some good opening in not only your hips, but also in your thoracic spine, and your neck a little bit, shoulders, and bring back to center. Pull your knee into your chest one more time and take it down. And let's go on the other side. So bring your left knee up, either hold on to the chair or hold on to your leg. And take your left knee out to the left. Take your right arm out to the right. Draw your shoulder blades in towards your spine. Reach the crown of your head up. And breathe. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. and slowly back to center. And if you fall out, just come back in, no biggie. And set it down. All right, continuing to work your hips a little bit and take your arms out to the side. Again, you can still hold on to the chair if you want, and circle your hips around like you're stepping backwards over something. I know it kind of looks funny, but this is a great lubricator for your hip joints, gets that synovial fluid flowing. And so you want to try to do this about 8 to 10 times on each side. I've kind of lost count here, but I'm thinking that's about 6. So we'll do 2 more on each side. And it engages your core a little bit too by lifting up your knee. Okay, now very similarly, you're going to go circle your knee forward like you're stepping over like a hurdle or something, or just a big box. All right, that's 3 on each side. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. One more. 8 and 8. Great. All right, now stand in. So we've really been working your hip joints a lot in that, and your SI joint, but also you've been working your knees by bending your knee and holding your knee. This is going to be a little bit more work here for all of that, for your hips and your knees. And so reach your arms up. So stand like in a big star, and then hug everything in. Come into like a little sumo squat, and then come back up into a big star position. You can even take your chest up towards the ceiling and then bring it in to a sumo squat. Sink your hips down as low as you can. Let's do 2 more of those. Big star, chest opener, heart opener, back strengthener, as well as hips and knees lubricator. And last one, big star and sumo squat, or malasana squat in yoga is what we call it. All right, very good. Okay, our last creaky and squeaky part that we're going to work today is your ankles. This is a pretty simple one. So just lift your foot any amount off of the floor and circle your ankle around 8 times in one direction. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circle the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I heard my ankle go snap, crackle, pop. Felt pretty good. All right, and then switch sides. Again, you can hold the chair, or you can do your arms out to the side and work your balance a little bit. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Very good. So that's it. Working the creaky and the squeaky from the hips for the waist on down. And I hope you feel better. Let's close with a couple of sun salutations, just how we began. Reach it up. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Forward fold. This opens up the back of your hamstrings also. And extended mountain. One more time. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. And very good. Thank you for joining me. See you next time. All right. So to get us started, we will begin like we usually do with a couple of sun salutations. In addition to the Ujjayi breathing that you were doing to warm you up from the inside, sun salutations also help to do that. So start with your feet grounded into the 4 corners of both of your feet, nice and solid. Reach your arms up, take your gaze up over your head, and big forward fold. Exhale, halfway lift, inhale. Remember your Ujjayi breathing, forward fold, exhale. Extended mountain, reach up, inhale. One more time, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Extended mountain. All right, so our first stretch that we are going to do, and what I learned is that static stretching, holding a static stretch for 30 seconds is the sweet spot. for improving range of motion. So we're going to do a figure 8. We're going to start with a figure 8. So cross your right foot over your left foot and then reach your right arm up, and I'm grabbing my right wrist with my left hand and I'm pulling my body over to the left. All right, we're going to hold this for 30 seconds and then we will switch sides. So connecting to your breath as you inhale, reach your hands a little bit higher. As you exhale, try to go a little bit deeper into that side stretch. You should feel a really nice opening in your side body. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, deepen. A few more seconds. And switch sides. Figure 8, cross your left leg over, reach your left arm up, grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull over to the right. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, deeper. And 30 seconds is really not that long. So it's recommended in the podcast that I was listening to is that you, for best results, is to stretch 30 seconds for whatever area that you're wanting to improve. Hold that for 30 seconds and do that 5 times a week. And for a total of 5 minutes for all the body parts that you want to hit. That's not long at all. All right, come on out of that. Okay, next stretch that we're going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do it. So I've done this one before with you all many times, which is it's called a number of different things. Figure 4 or half pigeon, a seated half pigeon. It's got a bunch of different names, but you basically are sitting in a chair with your right foot crossed over your ankle. And you can add a little bit of pressure or weight to create a little bit more opening. So we've done this a number of times, but I'm going to introduce you to a different version of that. And it may require a little bit of flexibility, perhaps something to shoot for when you increase your range of motion. But this is using your desk as a prop. And so this is a desk half pigeon. So with the assistance of my hand, I'm lifting my shin up and placing my foot and my shin on the floor or on the desk. Make sure your foot is flexed, whether you're sitting in the chair or whether you are on your desk. All right, so I'm going to hold that for 30 seconds. And some of you sitting in the chair maybe have been holding longer. Certainly not going to hurt you to hold it a little bit longer. But the 30 to 60 seconds is the sweet spot. And we're already halfway done. And then we will do the other side. Use your breath. As you exhale, try to sink a little bit lower. And there we go. You're already done with that side. And switching sides, whether you're in your chair or at your desk, prop your foot up, your shin up, and you'll probably notice that one side is maybe more flexible than the other. My right leg and hip is much more flexible than my left. All right, so start your 30 seconds. Inhale, reach the crown of your head up higher. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. And this Ujjayi breathing also helps you to get into your parasympathetic nervous system, which is where you relax more and it calms you down. Also helps you to think more creatively. All right, very good. All right, that's it for that one. Okay, next thing that you can do, you can also use your desk here. And I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do it. But this is a heart opener, a chest opener. So you can put your hands on your desk and just reach your chest up, reach your chin up towards the ceiling, reach your chest up towards the ceiling, drop your head back and try to press your chest forward. So this opens up your shoulders, your thoracic spine, your core, your abdominal. So you can do this version, or you can just take the bind behind your back like that and reach up this way. So we're already a good halfway done. So you just stay where you are, connecting to your breath. Sometimes in back bend type poses like this, people hold their breath, but don't do that. Keep breathing. And Come out of that slowly. All right, one more stretch. There's a ton that we could do, but I like to keep these at 10 minutes or less, so I don't want to go too much longer. Ragdoll. So your feet are a little more than shoulder width apart, and just round down and fold forward, whatever amount you're able to do. Take a bind with your opposite elbows, opposite hand to opposite elbow, and just hang heavy. Just imagine that your head is like a bowling ball, and it's pulling, it's stretching your spine out. And you'll also feel that and notice that stretching your spine out is helping to open up your hamstrings behind your legs. So you can keep your arms just like this. This is an option here. It feels really good. For a little bit more opening in your spine and your hamstrings, you can interlace your fingers, place them at the nape of your neck, and that creates a little bit more traction and a little more elongation in your spine. Feels really good to me. If you don't like it, just go back to the opposite elbows. And release your bind, heel toe your feet together, and roll on up to standing. So I'll try to work at incorporating some additional range of motion, static poses or static stretches in some future express desk stretches, but this should get you started. And as I said, it's a great idea to focus on a few body parts, do 30 seconds per body part, make sure you do both sides and even it out, and do that every day or do it 5 days a week. And you will, in a short amount of time, start to notice a difference in your range of motion. All right, we'll see you next time.